Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, and this is where you get your local dose of weekly action for LFA and the All Safa Cape Town competitions. And with me as usual is the man himself, Mr. Andrew Pequeno. Andrew, how's it?
Okay, and you, Shamiel?
Alright, how was the weekend?
It was good. I was glad I didn't make my way out to the Coke on Sunday. The weather was horrendous.
It was lovely,
out
the
there.
weather was lovely.
Yeah, we played friendly in the morning, and then we got off at about 12, and the rain started just as we came out the changing room after the game. So I was happy, and then I got home and I thought, should I go, shouldn't I go? And then I saw the weather, I thought, no, I'm going to stay at home.
Yeah.
And then unlucky for the clubs, a lot of games were called off. We'll go through that a bit later, and we'll also give you the revised fixtures for the Coke and venue for next week. Yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated during the show.
Yeah, so I think once we'll get right into all the results for the LFA, and I'll give it a start, Andrew, if you don't mind.
Great.
South Peninsula LFA, we had some matches there over the weekend. Super Lucky Stars playing against Oasis FC winning 5-2 there. Lavender Hill FC beating Steenberg United 8-0. Lavender Hill is going, they're going. Ooh. And then Young Legends and Cape Town Military drawing 1-1. Just looking at the logs there, we've still got Wanderers top of the log with 52 points.
Sure.
Lavender Hill FC close with 51 points. We know those are the two teams battling it out for that at that LFA. Oasis FC with 48 points and Cape Town Military in fourth spot with 39 points. So the chase is on for the playoffs, and between Wanderers 11 and Lavender Hill FC, that's quite a battle.
I think it's going to go into the last game.
I think so too.
I think it's going to be very tight. And the thing is that Wanderers have just snuck ahead here in the final straight.
Yeah, they've got 4 games left. So they're eating momentum at the right time.
I don't know who to put my money on.
Yeah.
I think it's whoever stays positive and gets the positive results will win.
Yeah.
And hopefully the best team from that LFA will represent in the playoffs. That's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing, yeah. Right, you got one for us there?
Yeah, I've got Cape Town Tigerberg. There have been 2 rounds of fixtures, one on Saturday and one last night, and last night being Tuesday night. From the weekend, we've had some big results on the weekend. We'll start off with the big result, Edgemead beating Wynberg St. John's, the log leaders 3-0. Yeah, Wynberg getting a knock. From all accounts, Edgemead played very well. Wynberg unfortunately didn't take their chances from what I heard from the reports. My assistant coach was there, one of my assistant coaches, so he watched the game.
Okay.
But by all accounts, it was a very good game, end to end. But Edgemead, at home, tough to beat always.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Wynberg got a bit of a knock. But I mean, we'll get to the log later and see how that affected the log.
Yeah.
Other important games: Fishhook 0, Greenpoint 1 in a relegation scrap, makes Greenpoint safe for the season. Hanover Park 7, Kensington 1, big result for us at home on the weekend. Norway Parks 2, Tableview 2, a bit of a knock to Tableview. Tableview dropping 2 points, which you will see reflect on the log as well. Saxon Rovers 0, Vasco 0, battle of the 3rd division clubs. Sunningdale 0, Effin Rangers 1, good result for Effin Rangers away. And Avondale 0, Durbanville 1. So, Avondale and Fishhook are basically almost relegated, and that's the problem. They've got 4 games left. They need to win them all just to stay up and pray the other teams drop points. And then last night we had some big results as well. Vasco da Gama 1, Norway Parks 2, good result away from home for Norway Parks. Tableview 1, Edgemead 0. Edgemead after the big result on the weekend, getting, I can't put the word, kicked down to earth by Tableview 1-0. Kensington 1, Saxon Rovers 1 in the derby. Greenpoint 0, Wynberg 3. Wynberg hitting back early, getting back onto the track again. Effin Rangers 2, Avondale 0. Fishhook 1, Sunningdale 1. Durbanville 3, Kales River 0. Good result for Durbanville. It's also a derby. It's like a North derby there. And then the game I was at, Belleville City 2, Hanover Park 3. Good result for Hanover Park away from home. Belleville also in the relegation scrap at the moment. Things not looking good there. Between them, Fishhook and Avondale, those are the teams that are basically in trouble over there.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to get to the log. The log is very important at the moment here in Cape Town Tigerberg. Wynberg, even though they lost on the weekend, they're still clear. They are, in actual fact, 8 points clear of Tableview. Same number of games. Raggersdal's 3rd on 51 points, which is 10 points behind Wynberg, who are on 61. So, there's 5 games left. Anything can still happen. But Wynberg, as far as I'm concerned, are in the driver's seat there.
Yeah, so basically the only one that can catch them is Tableview, if things go all the way.
Yeah, and you've got to remember that Tableview got to play Wynberg twice, home and away. I think the first game is this weekend at Wynberg, and I think the following week they play at Tableview.
Okay.
So, that's a 6-pointer. If Tableview win both games and suddenly 2 points behind, if Weinberg win one of them, they're basically the league title is theirs.
Is theirs, yeah. Okay. Yeah, great stuff happening there, Tigerberg. Then just jumping to Cape District FA. I think there was quite a few games not taking place obviously on Sunday because of the weather. Just looking at some of the results there. Grassy Park 3, Ocean View 1. Well, before we start there, last week we spoke about that FC Kefta game.
Yes, I was hoping we'd get to that this week.
So I was at the match. That game ended in a 0-0 draw.
Okay.
Disappointing for me as a neutral coming to see, so I'm hoping to see a lot of goals scored there. Wow, first time I had a look at the FC Kefta team. I don't know if it's Grassy Park A or Grassy Park B. Because I think there was about 8 ex-Grassy Park players obviously taking part in the ABC Mutsepe and so on. But yeah, quality FC Kefta side. I think it went to FC Kefta's game plan. They slowed the game down. They nullified the Grassy Park attack. There was very little attack. They had some chances, both sides. But I think it was, to me as a neutral, it looked like FC Kefta was sort of in control, slowing everything down, not going to Grassy Park space.
But they didn't need to win. That was the point.
The draw
so the draw works for them.
The draw works for them. So, well done to FC Kefta there. 0-0 draw. Obviously, Grassy
Park. And we've got to tell our viewers, the crowd, I believe you told me, was a big crowd.
It was full. If anybody knows the William Herbert, the bank at the A was filled, the stand was filled. Around the other side of the car park was filled. I had to stand on that, was it concrete bank there? But no, it was good. It was nice. Weather was beautiful. Lovely night for football last week, Wednesday. But yeah, that was a big game and 0-0 result. 1 point each for those teams there. It was on Wednesday night. Then after that, Grassy Park coming back, beating Ocean View 3-1. South End beating Wesley 4-0.
Sure.
And Wesley had a good win on Grassy Park the week before. Salt River, Blackpool and FC Kefta playing. FC Kefta winning 2-1 against Salt River.
Good result.
And, good result. And then also match played on Sunday. Kefta beating again. So nice 6 points for them for the weekend, beating Greenwood 3-0.
Sure.
And then Ocean View and South End 4-all there on Sunday. Also, those are the games that did take place on Sunday. Then looking at the log, now there's a 4-point gap between Grassy Park and FC Kefta.
I told you guys 4 or 5 weeks ago, watch out for Kefta.
Kefta's watching the show. Every week after our show, the Kefta's posting, Kefta on top, Kefta on top.
Yeah, Coach Andrew knows what he's talking about. Coach Andrew 1, Shamiel 0.
Grassy Park behind there, 4 points as we said with 43 points. And then Southampton creeping in there, 36 points. But I think the gap between the front two and the rest of the pack is sort of stretching there.
But listen, there's still 8 games left.
Yeah,
so anything can happen. Kefta's still top.
Yeah. I just hope for Kefta, if they do win, they can do something at the playoffs also. Yeah, it's always my thing,
No, for sure. Listen,
I hope they can.
We sit here every week and we say they hope the best team gets through to the playoffs. Yeah. We don't have any favorites. I just want to put it out there for the viewers. We just want the best 2 clubs to go into the regional 3rd division. And obviously, we always talk about community clubs. It's always nice to have community clubs progressing, and it's good for the youth as well. Yeah, just on the district log there, Clearwood creeping in there, coming in at 5th spot. A lot of the teams were at a sort of I think the normal teams that normally compete is your Salt Rivers, your Grassy Parks, your Keftas, your Southamptons at Cape District. But this year it's been Keftas there, Grassy Parks there, Southamptons there, but it's all sort of a late. They weren't there from the beginning. And then a club like Steph's is at 6th spot there. Yeah, so that's Cape District. A lot of good fixtures happening the weekend. Double headers. Matches playing in the week is lovely. And the weather's good this weekend, so there shouldn't be any postponements.
Fingers crossed.
Right, let's get on to the Regional Women's League. That's also hotting up now. The weekend, there were 3 games where teams defaulted. Which is sad to see, but I suppose we're getting towards the end of the season. But there's still 7 games left for the log leaders at 8 for the team at 2nd. So New Stars 0, Reigate ladies winning 2-0 there because New Stars defaulted. Okay. Strand Kazi Queens beating Mighty Ladies also 2-0 because Mighty Ladies defaulted. Winnie's ladies also defaulted against Invincible Cravenby, so Invincible Cravenby gets a 2-0 win.
Well, that's one way of keeping the score down.
That's one way of keeping the goal difference down. It's still 76, plus 76 more than the second team. Manenberg ladies won, UWC 2. Good result for UWC away at Manenberg ladies. Hotspurs 1, CPUT 1.
Yeah, that was a good result.
Good result for C.
Tough match.
Good result. It was 3rd versus 4th, so very tight game. And then Green Lovers 0, Goal Hunters 5. And just to give you an update on the log, Invincible Cravenby after 17 games have got 44 points. Second is Goal Hunters after 16 games with 40 points, so they're one game in hand. They win that, they get to 43 and only 1 point behind. But as we always highlight, Invincible Cravenby's goal difference is plus 126 and Goal Hunters is plus 50. Yeah. So, at the moment, Invincible Cravenby ahead. Like I said, there's still 7 games to go for them, 8 games for Goal Hunters. So anything can still happen.
Yeah. Right, looking at the Helderberg log, we don't have much results there, but we got that log. I think the Helderberg stream, I think it's safe to say 2-4-Joy is heading to the playoffs there, barring any thing that untoward that happens, the boardroom and things like that always come into play. But just to give you the log there, 2-4-Joy is still top of the log, 81 points. That lead is now stretched to 11 points there between them and Helderberg Rovers, who's second at 70 points. Then Helderberg Falcons third place with 66 points, and Mermidden FCF.
Ah, that's my team.
I didn't say that name last week. I was looking forward to saying that today. They're in fourth spot with 61 points.
You've been practicing all week.
No. I just in my mind. But yeah, 2-4-Joy. Hopefully we'll see you guys at the playoffs. It looks like you guys are heading there. Keep up the good work, and all the best to them.
Yeah, they've been log leaders for a long time. They're still unbeaten after 29 games.
Very consistent.
There's only 3 games left, so they've won the league.
Basically,
because they, basically Helderberg have to win all the games and 2-4-Joy get nothing.
And they haven't lost all season.
So it's pretty much in their hands.
Yeah.
I think from my LFA perspective, I'm done. But let's get to the Coke. I think we were all excited last week with the Coke, and we had done a nice preview last week. Speaking for myself, and everything sort of panned out in the under 18 division and the ladies. There were some games that got played. In the senior division, none of the 4 games got started due to waterlogged fields. But in the ladies division, the 2 games that were completed were Shosholoza 2, Hotspurs 0. Good result for Shosholoza. I think we called that as the game of the round. And then the shock result, which we all thought based on the engine and other competitions. Heiderveld ladies beating Dangerous Heroes 2-0. Good result for Heiderveld ladies. So they will be playing against Shosholoza in the next round. Okay. So that'll be one of the semi-finals. The other games, UCT were playing against Burnley. And unfortunately with the waterlogged field, the game was played, minute number 56 when the game was called off. Yeah. UCT held a 1-goal lead. So that game will continue from minute 56 onwards when they play next week. And those games have been rescheduled, the 2 ladies games. The other game between Santos or Ikamfa ladies versus Invincible Cravenby, both those games will be held at Nyanga Stadium, which will be next Sunday. So that'll be great to go watch Sunday the 18th, Nyanga Stadium. At 2 o'clock, you'll have the Burnley UCT game continuing. Yep. And then after that, you will have the big game. Yeah. So that UCT game will start at 1 o'clock and the game after that at 2 o'clock. So they're going to play around 35 minutes and then we'll hit the other game. So the ladies fixtures, that's pretty much the ladies division. And we got to the under 18s and there we had games. Yeah. I think you and I both thought that Grassy Park game would be the game of the round against D&G. And sure. Grassy Park pulled it off again.
Yeah, they're on a run at the moment. Those under 18s doing well. Beating DNG Orient 2-0. I think too much firing power there. Honestly, just. It
was funny. We were at William Herbert on Friday, and they were prepping on the B field. And it was good to see a whole squad come out. So it shows you how dedicated the boys are and committed they are to the Coke and excited. So good result for Grassy Park. Cape Town City beating Ulana 2-1 in the other quarterfinal that was held there at Khayelitsha. Good result, Cape Town City expected. I think Ulana, they always got a good team, always tough to beat. Yeah. It's reflected in the result over there.
Just listening to Coach Nevin Payne after the match, he was saying the weather had what an influence the weather had on the game. Imagine. And he was very nervous, and I think they were 2-0 up first half. And then second half, Ulana came back, but they pulled it off. So we'll see them in the next round.
And then in Danu, in the other 2 quarterfinals, we had Woodlands 3, Valhalla 2. Good result for Woodlands. I think I spoke last week about them. I was quite impressed with them when I saw them at Roy Krantz in the round before. Yeah. And then in the one-sided quarterfinal, Ubuntu 5 and Folosi 1. Ubuntu and Cape Town City are the favourites, but you know what? Grassy Park and Woodlands are going to be tough to beat. I think both teams, they come out fighting, they play attractive football, and all it takes is a team to switch off and another team to take advantage, and it could be a winning goal.
And good coaches there, those teams. So they'll be on point.
Yeah, they're all good coaches. I think we can't. There are a lot of work goes into coaching, especially at under 18 and under 19 levels. I think the coaches out there appreciate the fact that it's a lot just a technical side of things. You're also dealing with personalities and everything within the team. So good luck to all the coaches involved with the semi-finals. And then I mentioned that all the senior games are off. Those games have now been rescheduled. It's hot off the press or hot off our cell phones. We've just been sent the revised fixtures.
Yeah.
They will both days will be at Hanover Park's home ground, so at Downburg Road, AstroTurf. Next Wednesday, the 14th, at 7 p.m. will be Beacon Spurs versus Bishop Lavis.
Yeah.
Followed at 8:30 by Seaside Spurs versus Rebels. So that's next Wednesday, the 14th.
That's gonna be a good place to be on Wednesday.
And Thursday. Thursday.
To watch those guys.
I think I make an excuse to go to train on the grass those 2 nights. Thursday night is also a bumper night. Yeah. We got the D&G versus Clover. Yeah. Big game. That's at 7 o'clock on next Thursday, the 15th. And at 8:30, it's the one we call as the game of the round, Regersdal versus Deodora. I expect bumper crowds both days.
I think both nights is going to be full.
Yeah, I think, please come down to Downburg Road, at Hanover Park. I know coaching at Hanover Park, I know the preparations that are already going in place from this morning. There will be a tuck shop, there will be proper security in place, proper parking,
everything. Are they going to build a wall to stop the wind?
No. Unfortunately, the wind always blows. I've looked at the long-term weather forecast and it looks perfect for next week, Wednesday and Thursday. For real.
That's good.
Not a lot of wind and no rain, so, And you know what? It's the Coke.
Yeah.
And both teams, I think all 4 teams that are involved are on the Wednesday, and the 4 teams on the Thursday are very well supported. Yeah. So, come down to Hanover Park. I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. And you know what? Who knows? We might even do a show from there, Shamiel.
Well, that's an idea.
There's an idea.
On the spot, but I'm sure we get to work out something there. I think that's all we have for today.
Yes, I think next week I will touch on Goldberg Cup because they're also playing next week Sunday, the following Sunday. I just want to highlight the Wynberg St. John's Under 10 tournament. I know there's a lot of tournaments we're going to be highlighting that are coming up. Yeah. So Wynberg St. John's have started their Under 10 tournament again, which is great. They've still got 3 spots available. There's a lot of teams. It runs over a week. It's at night. It's for Under 10s, boys and girls. Yeah. And it's a great opportunity to go out. You guys can contact Ivan Tim at Wynberg St. John's. Or you can message us and we'll give you the contact details. But there's an Under 10 tournament. I know the Reigate Cups tournament is also coming up.
Yeah. Have you just started the cut? You're on the Wynberg. Have you coached there already?
Wynberg?
Under 10?
No.
My first tournament as a coach was that tournament. That time under 9.
Awesome.
And we walked away with a plate trophy. Very proud to say. Years ago.
So there we go. So it's brilliant that I brought it up. We now know a bit of history about Shamiel that he actually coached. So well done to Shamiel. Only joking. No, brilliant. And under 10s is brilliant. That's a lovely age. And the kids. Our kids went to register on Sunday because your whole team goes and registers. Yes. And they got their club tracksuits on, and they were so proud. And when I saw them on Monday at training, they all came up to me all excited. Coach, we're going to play in the tournament. Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's junior football. That's the lifeblood of football in South Africa. And it's the juniors.
That week is a busy week.
It's a busy week. And I can tell you that Mr. Tim and his team, they set up a very good tournament. It's well run. There's always lots of catering involved, and it's well set up. The fields are nicely set up. You can watch more than one game at a time. Yeah. So I highly recommend that. If there are teams out there, please contact Mr. Tim. Yeah. Go on to Wynberg St. John's Facebook page. You'll see all the details. And enter your team. Like I said, 3 spots left. Yeah. It's going like hotcakes.
Yeah, or drop us an email at info@thefourthmoment.co.za and we'll pass it on to Mr. Tim.
Perfect. And that's it from our side.
Yeah, I think with regards to tournaments, maybe we can do something. We said it last time, but maybe we should put something together for tournaments maybe next week. And then we have to talk about our tournament. Super Cup Under 16 preparations are underway, as you know.
Invites are sent out.
Invites are sent out. Admin is happening. Everything's arranged. Everything's done, basically. And we're looking forward to the Super Cup taking place November 12th and 13th. This time, not the 11th. So we're going to try to have something special for you on the Saturday night, seeing that there's lights at William Herbert. So that's our tournament. And
we will be live streaming.
Yes,
we're going to mention that to our viewers. We will be live streaming, but it's better to come there. Yeah. As you heard about the atmosphere with Kafta and Grassy Park, which was also held at William Herbert. Yeah. There's a lovely vibe. And it's good. The Under 16 boys, they're at that age now where where they can start building a football career for themselves, where they're getting noticed, and we got the cream of the crop at our tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And before we go, Andrew, we got to say thanks to Lotto Sport for helping us to bring out this content. Make sure you support them. You can also, if you can't get hold of them, get hold of us at info@thefourthmoment.co.za, and we'll pass on all your details to them for any sort of kit, especially with the tournaments going on. We've had some clubs already actually looking for little jackets and little tops and stuff like that. Give us an email drop and we'll get it through to them. Perfect. Andrew, that's my stories out.
That's a wrap.
PlayStation stories 8. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Cheers.